After Man United has gone ahead to really register strong interest in Min-jae, they've gone ahead to schedule new talks as Min-jae really moves out of Napoli to fly to South Korea to see to it that he goes ahead to do what we call the military course. And obviously it's anticipated that after him getting out of that military course, he'll be joining Man United in the preseason as very soon. Welcome to United Matters channel. Good afternoon, and hope you guys are really having a wonderful evening. Wonderful afternoon, not evening, I'm sorry to say. And we are discussing Amad Diallo. Erik ten Hag so much eager to cast his eyes onto Amad Diallo in the preseason. We are talking Hannibal. There is Alvaro Fernandez. You know, those are the three players that United loaned out in the championship. They went ahead to really perform very well. There is even Ethan Laird that most of you don't even think about, but he was at QPR and really had a very good season. And lastly, I'm going to bring you a list of defenders that have gone ahead to be having a high pass completion rate. And guess who is topping it? He's one of the defenders of Man United. Guess who he is before we even get there? So smash the like button, comment and share. If you're totally watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on the stories that we do upload in here on a daily. So it's really getting exciting. It's heating up, you know. However much the takeover is really slowing down the business of Man United, but at least we have some players that have gone ahead to really indicate to Erik ten Hag that they want to come to Man United, especially Min-jae. Min-jae is a central defender, South Korean, that's it, South Korean, that is for you, and he plays as a right-sided centre-back, and United have gone ahead to really scout him for the last 6 months, and they are so much excited to see to it that he's so much convinced and sold onto an idea to come in and obviously play for Man United. Now, we are having Alfredo Pedula. He's one of the credible journalists. He works for TV Diallo Sporto, and obviously you know that is in Italy. Obviously, has gone ahead and really told us the following about Min-jae. Manchester United have strong interest in Min-jae and already had 2 meetings, and new meetings have been scheduled. The salary would be 6 to 7 million euros plus add-ons. His release clause is around 60 million euros and is active from July 1st to 15th July. Now, Fabrizio Romano was the first journalist to come out and reveal to us the first 15 days of July being the days that are viable to trigger Min-jae's buyout clause of 50 million pounds. That is 60 million euros. Now, you'll ask yourself, why Min-jae to Man United? So Min-jae is really a very brilliant player, and United have gone ahead to really convince him to come in and really join them. And what shows you that Min-jae is sold onto an idea to come in through and really play for Manchester United is simple. Napoli, we are convincing him to put pen to paper, you know, before the end of the season, and he said no. Meaning that he was sold onto an idea to come in and play for Man United. He has gone ahead to really read the history of Napoli as they had to really sell these players, you know. And it looks like the agent of Min-jae, when he was bringing him to Napoli, he knew how hard Napoli was to let players go, and that's why he put out that release clause, you know, that is supposed to be broken between the first 15 days of July. And for Napoli, they found it very easy because they knew he had bought him from China, because they bought Min-jae from China and brought him to Napoli. And they knew that it's going to be very hard for clubs to come in through and obviously pay 50 million pounds or 60 million euros for the player. But it looked like the agent knew the quality of the player that they had. And obviously, Min-jae coming in at Napoli, he has gone ahead to be having a very wonderful season. And here he comes to really go ahead and really be one of the best central defenders in Europe. And guess what? I brought you a story yesterday. He was named the best defender in the Serie A. And United is set to sign the central defender, the best central defender in Serie A. And the salary that United has gone ahead to offer between 6 million euros to 7 million euros a year. That is close to, let me see, 100,000 100,000 per week, that is 8. So United are willing to offer close to 100,000 euros per week to Kim Min-jae, because 100,000 times 4, 100,000 times 52 weeks, that is close to 5.2 million euros. So that means Kim Min-jae is going to be on a contract of close to 130,000 euros per week. That is what he's going to be earning at Man United. And Napoli are not willing to offer such a huge amount of money to Kim Min-jae, So United have gone ahead to really go ahead and obviously offer something that Napoli cannot go ahead and really offer to the player, and they've gone ahead to really know that he is really a player who earns he has been earning 2 million euros. That's it. He has been earning 2 million euros per season, and United have gone ahead to multiply that by 3. And obviously, the contract that Napoli have gone ahead to offer to Kim Min-jae does not really even come close to 7 million euros. So United have gone ahead to multiply it by 3 and obviously add on 1 million euros. So it shows you that United are willing to offer him huge amounts of money, and Napoli cannot match that. But there is a huge story again that has come in from Martino di Napoli, confirming the departure of Kim Min-jae and where he has gone ahead to go. We've been told by Martino di Napoli that Kim Min-jae has left Naples and will not return. He's now heading to South Korea for military training, and after that he will travel to Manchester to join Man United. Now, one will ask, how come you are talking about military training, yet he's a footballer? Now, in South Korea, every time you hit 26 years of age, you have to go for military training. If at all one of the best singing groups in the world, known as BTS, coming in from South Korea, most of its members attended that military course, I think, some last year and others going in this year. So Kim Min-jae is going to go there and attend it. After attending it, he's going to return and obviously play for Man United. You have to go ahead and really serve in the army for some months, then you return and do your career. Even Song Hyun-min obviously had to leave South Korea, had to leave Spurs and go to South Korea to serve. Then he returned and is really playing for the Spurs side. So it's mandatory and it's constitutional for every citizen of South Korea to serve in the army. So Kim Min-jae is really going to do that job, and then we've been told that he's not going to return to Napoli. He's coming to Manchester to join Manchester United. Obviously, we know he's gone ahead to really snub the likes of PSG, because PSG approached him, that is Campos, approached him, and he told him, no way, I cannot go to a farmers league. I'm 26 years of age. If I told him to come to PSG, that means I'm going to waste all my prime years of my career playing for PSG. Yet there is a team, Man United, that is in the Champions League. It has shown ambition of playing in the finals of the FA Cup, lost to Man City 2-1, won the Carabao Cup, got knocked out in the UEFA Europa League, and next season we are not going to be playing that side. So he is so much sold on an idea to come to Man United, and sources coming in from Napoli, you see this source is known as Martino di Napoli, have gone ahead and confirmed to us that he has left Naples for good. Remember, Naples is the city in the south of Italy, and that's where Napoli is. So he is not returning to Napoli. He's not returning to Naples. He has left for good. He has gone to South Korea, do the mandatory military course, and then he's going to come in through and obviously return to Man United and get everything done and dusted. Now, one will ask me, Rokani, you first told us that there are new talks scheduled. Yeah, these talks don't involve Kim Min-jae directly. It's all about his representatives talking to the technical department of Man United. Kim Min-jae just needs to talk to one person, Erik ten Hag, and they've already gone ahead to talk, and business is done. Now Ten Hag has gone ahead to leave everything to the technical department of Man United to sort Kim Min-jae and his entourage. So that's it, coming in from Napoli, you know, Min-jae is really set to return, and obviously his return will see him come to Man United, and let's wait and see how that is going to pan out. Now, after that, we go to Rick Fay. He's one of the reporters of Man United at the Manchester Evening News. He has gone ahead and we told us the following about Amad Diallo and Erik ten Hag's desire to see how his progress has really reached. Ten Hag is eager to cast an eye over Amad Diallo before deciding if he will be kept around the first team squad next season, while Alvaro Fernandez could also get a chance in the first team, despite the expectation he will leave on loan again later in the window. Now, for Amad Diallo, he's really one of those that will come out and obviously understand that is going to hate to really fire all cylinders down at Sunderland. 35 games played for Sunderland, 14 goals scored and 3 assists. It's just a very huge performance that's going to hate to put in. I understand Amad Diallo wouldn't have left Man United to go on a loan, but we all just got to know that his agent was pushing for his client to get enough playing time. I really understand if at all Amad Diallo had stayed at Manchester United, he would have found himself evolve like Alejandro Garnacho, but Ten Hag just went ahead and really danced to the tunes of the agent of Amad Diallo. But the loan has gone ahead to pay off better than that of Rangers, and he has gone ahead to really give us the best that we deserve. That's why Ten Hag is really anticipative of this player in the preseason. Amad Diallo is going to go ahead and really play for Ivory Coast in the African qualifiers. That's it. Then later, he'll fly back to Manchester and get ready for the preseason. So, the preseason is anticipated to start around the 5th of July, meaning that some players aren't even going to rest 2 or 3 weeks, because if at all you are part of your national team, they're going to play between 15th and 18th, meaning that they'll rest from the 19th to 19th, then the rest on the 19th, from the 19th to the 30th of June, you know, those are going to be like 13 days, or let's say 2 weeks. Then they'll be having 1 more week to rest. But I think those players of United that will take part into the internationals will be given at least 1 more week, and they will return around the 12th of July. That's what I really understand. But that rest is really needed, and these players need to rest. So we wait and see how everything is going to pan out at Man United as far as the return of those players is really concerned. But it's really going to be a very busy season. Short break, and I think Ten Hag has gone ahead to really fix in very many games. He wants to play 8 friendlies. 8 friendlies, those are really huge, but he knows exactly what he wants, because he wants to really implicate his philosophy at Manchester United, the new style of play. That's why he needs to get in these players as early as possible. That is Erik ten Hag for you and Amad Diallo. The other player that we might see on the preseason of Man United that is going to make his return from a loan is Hannibal. Hannibal is expected to be part of Manchester United's preseason plans, but could leave on loan again as he looks to build upon the experience he gained last season at Birmingham. And to me, I really want him to be loaned in France. That's it. Especially Marseille is interested in the player. We should loan him that side. Let him go there and play in League One. You know, let him go there, play in League One, because he's talented. With the likes of Guendouzi expected to leave Marseille, I think he could be one of those players that could go ahead and really go that side. I've seen Marseille develop very many players. Guendouzi, look at William Saliba, you know, and very many other huge players. So I think it's better he returned back to League One and obviously got that loan spell that will really get him some improvement and obviously get exposed to playing in the Champions League and so on and so forth, because he's needed there. Now, congratulations to Manchester United's centre-back known as Lindelof, having not played very many games at the beginning of the season, but in the final bend of the season, he found himself being one of those players that have gone ahead to really play these games in plenty. Now, Victor Lindelof, ends the season with the best pass completion percentage in the Premier League. That is Victor Lindelof for you, and this is the list that's gonna head to really top. And we are having Lindelof on top, 93.1%. Manuel Akanji, Man City, 93%. John Stones, Man City, 93%. Ruben Diaz, 92.7%. Rodri, 91%. Then Daniel Amate, 91.1%. William Saliba, 91% from Arsenal. Thiago Silva, 90.9%. Virgil van Dijk, 90.5%, and Nathan Ake, 90.4%. It shows you how good Lindelof has been. Ice cold man, and he is really one of those that you would anticipate to see him stay at Man United, because he has gone ahead to put in performances that all of us have gone ahead to appreciate. He has gone ahead to top the list of the best pass completion percentage of the season, and he is really a great player that you would love to keep at Man United. And let's wait and see whether Ten Hag is going to really keep him at this club. So guys, thank you very much for watching through. Your thoughts on new Min-jae to United talks scheduled, as for him is flying to South Korea to undergo what we call the military service. Then what do you make about Amad Diallo, Alvaro Fernandez, and Hannibal? Who do you want to see Erik Ten Hag keep into the first team? Remember, Alvaro Fernandez plays as a left back, and we are having Malacia and Luke Shaw, but Alvaro Fernandez is looking good. I saw him at Preston North End. He looks really great. And lastly, Lindelof topping the completion pass rate in the league amongst all the top defenders. How do you see that? And what are your thoughts onto that? I cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. Rock and David remains my name. I sign out for now. See you later. Second story of the day. More is loading and coming. I'm out.